Rockers Elements. They're here. People, you don't understand how catchy that tune is. Do you know what a vibe that is? How are you? You good?
Can't talk now.
You good? You good?
Repeat that, love.
Yeah, so I said, are you good?
I'm not all about she girl. This is mine. It's mine. She can't watch that. It's mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, are you good?
Yes, we are good. Sorry about the getting together. We are here.
That's good. You know what? IG messing about, but we're still all here, for real.
Yeah. IG's been acting.
So you know what? Let's kick it off. Let's tell the listeners, who are Rockers Element? Tell us.
We are. Yes. Greetings, world. I'm IT.
I'm UB.
I'm IG.
And we are Rockers Elements. We are here vibing live with the Queen, DJ Katsine.
Yeah. You know what? Tell the listeners something about, Rockers Element. Tell us about them.
Well, Rockers Elements, we are a band of 3, you know what I mean? We do have additional musicians when we have outside, meaning gigs and stage shows, but we are a band of 3. We do positive music always, no matter the genre, you know what I mean, no matter the beat. And we just do things positively. We are Rockers Elements, and you can find us on all social media platforms, you know what I mean? Doing the good things. Yes, spreading the positive message.
You know what? A whole lot of people are saying BIM Nation. Tell us what that means.
Well, BIM is our energy in the street, our slang, we represent for our culture, because, from Daddy U-Roy come straight forward, here, BIM! Yeah. So, Rockers Elements represent the culture. And so, our culture is represented through us so firm that it has become the strength of a nation inside of each of the members. So, it's actually BIM Nation, REP, Rockers Elements Production, BIM Nation.
It's a BIM.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely. And what do you want the people to take away from Rockers Element? What do you want them to learn about you?
We have so much we want the people to take from Rockers Elements, First, our positivity, and the next thing, our unity. Because it's not easy to keep a band for so long, for over the years, we have tried positive. So I would say unity is strength. You understand what I mean? So as I said, take the positive message from Rockers Elements, because we only have positive message to feed to the people.
Indeed.
And as I said, the unity again, babe.
For real. Well, people are picking you up. They're saying you're global. I like that.
We humble, humble, and we receive all the blessings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you know what? I want to talk about your album, Great Things Take Time. I've been playing this album for so long now. Loads of people are loving the vibes and the energy, but how did it come about?
The album Great Things Take Time, it actually came about after we created the project, the single Great Things Take Time, you know what I mean? Because we were going through a serious stage musically, and things were kind of barren, you know what I mean? And we were like, we just gonna continue doing this, you know what I mean?
Regard.
Unity is strength.
Right.
And that is what we did. We took all our strength and compiled it together. Sleepless nights, you know what I mean? Toiling upwardly. And we just say, the world needs Rockers Elements in full now, because you could get singles here and there, but you want to sit and really listen and grasp what Rockers Elements has to offer to the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Positively, and social commentary as well. So we just decided that the world needed to have an album for Rockers Elements, and Great Things Take Time was the best way to do that.
Perfect.
I like. And tell me about the album cover as well, because it's yellow. That's my tribal color, Aisha Shah. I wanted to know kind of a little bit about the artwork. How did that come about?
All right. Right away, shout outs to Bertha Records.
Sure.
See? Yeah. Anyway, Bertha there. All right. The cover actually was coming from, the journey. It stemmed from the journey, the journey, the bitter journey, the bittersweet journey. But then we are Africans, true Africans, and like, if another red, the gold, and the green, and the blackness. So, in line of the concept, we wanted something bright.
Yeah.
Not say green or red is dull, but you understand. Yeah, so it was our first album. It's our debut album. It's been 2 years almost. Well, a year and a couple months. A couple months to go before it's actually at 2 years released. So, we honestly we were happy with the color choice, because it's like a fresh album, so it needs a fresh feeling in terms of visual connection and everything. So that, I think, was the aim, because we had a couple of choices like orange and black and a couple of other, but the mixtures weren't as great. Things take time as we wanted it to be. So yeah, that was the ideal color.
For real. So BIM, just there. You know what? What does music do for you guys? Because you know what? When I'm sad, when I'm happy, music is always there. But what about you guys?
I mean, it's the same for us, you know what I mean?
Medication.
But
more.
It's literally the same, because I can't say it's any different, because you still have to play music for others that are going through a lot, you know what I mean? And it's the same for us. We still have to create music for people that's going through crazy stuff, you know what I mean? And we understand that this pandemic it's hitting a lot of homes hard, you know what I mean? It's not only corona that's affecting the world. You have depression, stress, a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So we as Rockers Elements, and I'm saying this across the board to every artist, not only in Jamaica but internationally.
Right.
People are going through a lot now, and music is a powerful force for the world. I mean, you don't have to speak English to listen to music. That's how universal music is. So we are just employing each and every person, individual, artist, act to be there for people. Be there for the individuals that are going through stuff. It's not always about popping bottles and drinking champagne.
Use the music.
You know what I mean? Use the platform to change lives. So that's definitely what we are doing. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And I like that, because this album has so many styles, so many flavors. You can reach everybody, 4 corners of the world, and I wanted to know, like, who are your inspirations and your influences to have so much fusion in this album?
I mean, our inspiration, it's a lot, because we are coming from the Bob Marley, the Peter Tosh, the Dennis Brown, the Bunny Wailer, the Burning Spears, you know what I mean? To write up in this era, same way you have a lot of new influences, because it's the message, It's not necessarily the genre, it's the message.
Right.
That's the difference, you know what I mean? So that's the inspiration for Rockers Elements all across the board.
Yeah, for real. I like that, definitely. And I know you guys as well play the guitar, and I wanted to know, how does that relationship with instruments happen? How does it kind of...
Oh, Lord. That's like Mother Earth. And us being the children, But yeah, music, like, it relates, it's easier relatable in studio or on stage when your instrument savvy. Like, we were born in a musical family, and we grew up seeing amazing things, like a person playing what they're singing at the same time, and that was like unbelievable growing up. Like, seeing that.
I mean, as young children, we used to go to like stage shows.
Yeah, man.
Just to take in the musicians,
the music,
the keyboard, the bass, the drum. That was our, happy moment as youths growing.
Yeah, definitely.
Really,
but do you think?
Yeah, really.
I was gonna say, do you think it's dying down? Do you think live music is dying out?
Well, honestly, I wouldn't say dying out. It's what the people are paying attention to, because it's still being done. But maybe the response in this time will be weaker than in an earlier phase because it was more appreciated in the times when tapes were around and certain things before ITU-BIG existed and these modern generation of artists. So honestly, there'll always be people like us, rockers, we take up an instrument, take up a guitar, and UB take up him, and IG take up something now just, you know, do the vibe, and that is real reggae music, but there'll always be sometimes the backlashes of poverty where I get a youth with talented, he can be talented and so
he still doesn't have the
poverty stricken, he cannot, you know, get to the resources and all of that. So we personally don't fight a one if say a one cannot produce live reggae as it is supposed to sound. Well, we don't backlash them because honestly, maybe they are really talented musicians like we once were and never had
the resources. We never banned them, you know what I mean?
You know? So I won't say it's dying out. Maybe if we gave the youths adequate resources and saw them wasting it, then I would say it is dying out. But the opportunities aren't available for many. You know, like even in Jamaica, I have a little sister, and just for her to go to school is a house. So
it's not easy. It's not easy.
So you understand, like there will be many talented youths day to day that will just not allow us to say, all right, reggae has died because they are talented and they just don't have the room to do it, the platforms and even the equipment sometimes. So you know.
But the whole barrage of righteous youth still
out there.
And another thing, being domesticated by your environment will also not allow you to know what's going on in the outside world and all of that, you know what I mean? So it's always good to have other people around you and in the world that you can relate to, and so you can always be in the know even when you're not there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you guys being from JA, you know, the land we love, a lot of artists are saying that, you know, they're not always supported by, you know, other radio DJs and so on. And I wanted to know your opinion on what's going on.
Talk to
we live in a time now where you find mostly buy and selling business market, you know, where if you don't have a certain amount of finance, no matter how good your product is, no matter how good your product or no matter how good your production is, these people won't hear your production if you don't have a certain amount of money to put into your business, because now it's more of a business than even music. So the radio disc jockey them to me, and we have to burn the fire because we always burn the fire. These people are do business sealer. These people are do business rather than promote positive music or try uplift a nation.
Yeah, man, real talk.
Yeah, some really youth out there right now with some positive songs.
Ones out there, man, where we have to give thanks to, you know what I mean? That has always sent the message out there. But separate and apart from that, it's a total business.
Business, right across the board. We have a lot of songs in which we know if people are listening for the right things and people are judge music off of music. Rockers Elements have over 20-30 at #1 right now.
Right now.
Definitely. Definitely.
We don't let them things to turn with, definitely. So we pile up all of these good music
because good music will never die.
It speaks to us first, you know what I mean? Before it hits the world, and we know once it hits the world, it's no longer ours. So we take in as much of that as we can.
Definitely. One of the tunes that kind of really touched my heart was "Black Is Everything," and I wanted to know, you know, a little bit about the inspiration behind that tune.
All right. Well, that song, it was, I would say, generation inspired, but a lot of people approached it without respect, seeing and approaching any argument or reasoning without respect will be out of place and disrespectful. So I think that topic was inevitable for us to sing. It wasn't, all right, we are going to definitely do this now. And you know, like, we got the beat from Lionada. Big up yourself to Lionada. Yeah, man. Lionada. But we got the beat from Lionada, and he's a good hygiene of ours from earlier. You would be good hygiene, and he sent us the beat and said, Rockers, want a banger from you on the beat, and we are the type of youths, we not go like crazy and kooky if you say we are go, because of what we do every day, we do natural, real, genuine music from the heart. So it was a song we wanted to reach out to even the other side. When we say the other side, we are all one in, but many people see it this way as in black is the other side and white is the other side. But it's really one, because we all breathe, we all have the same blood, we all, you know. So that was just reaching out in reality now. Seeing that we got to the stage where it's not like we go record a song now and we're not sure if you know, it's strong. Like we have to really put out the messages where the people them need, and so also building the confidence of our race too, because there are a lot of ones in the darkness of skin, and they really like think of themselves in the skin tone. So yeah, it's also enlightenment, and so we give Father thanks. At least the guidance was there. It wasn't of any personal choice. IG just came and said, that, yeah, right. And, you know,
And the rest is history. The rest is history. So, you know, what's next for you guys? What can the listeners look forward to from yourself?
All right, listeners, we have been toiling upwardly through the nights, recording a lot of new projects, you know what I mean? A lot of new songs and flavors, but it's always hitting the point. So we have a lot of stuff to be released, but we don't want to just be pushing things out. So we want to get things literally organized, you know what I mean? Because it's a world where you have to present yourself and prepare in order to, you know what I mean, reap the benefits of your work. So that's what we are doing right now, presenting properly to preparing properly to present, you know, correction. Yes. So we have a lot of serious projects out, you know what I mean, but you guys can definitely look out for Deep Cleanse. That's from Sajay Productions. That's that serious song. Serious song, you know what I mean?
DJ Cat, we are going to send you that song as this interview is over. DJ Cat needs to have that song.
Yes. Right away. And we'll send you a couple of other songs too that are unreleased, but you know what I mean, the connection is there. So it's a big yes, but you can look out for music from Rockers Elements, you know what I mean, and new music videos, and we're just doing the thing right, you know what I mean? Yes, always looking for the proper strength and guidance along the journey as well too, because you can never know too much, you know what I mean? Knowledge is wealth. Oh God. And that's what we are in search of.
Indeed.
For real, definitely, man. I'm looking forward to it. So you know what, on that note, I've got to ask you guys, would you be up for singing a little something for the listeners and for me?
DJ Cat on the line.
This is a deep. Them heart dirty need a deep cleanse. Let's not pure it full of pretense. Them energy no good for you, so get left. Then make it fire upon them from a distance. Them dirty need a deep cleanse. No pure them full of pretense. No good for you, so get left. Fire upon them from a distance. Yes. Babe. So that's a new track that you have to look out for, you know what I mean? And a music video will be in play for that track too. So it's something that we are very excited about and happy about, and we'll be sharing our journey with the world always, you know what I mean? And we can't forget about the single Strength that we have out right now. It's speaking to a lot of lives, you know what I mean? They're going through a lot, so that's just something that we will continue to put
the world needs strength now.
Yes. I'm your strength. If you need me, I will be there. Therefore, hail in your time of doubt and despair.
DJ Cat,
yes.
Rockers Elements say,
I'm there. So we give thanks, you know what I mean? And to all the persons that have been on the live, we appreciate your time. You know what I mean? We just couldn't get to that at the time because we were dealing with the interview. But we give thanks for your time, for popping up,
support,
for popping in, you know what I mean?
Lessons.
Rockers Elements, always.
Anytime. You know what, Rockers Element? We have to do this monthly, man. I love the vibe. People are loving the vibe. Definitely.
Let's do it.
You know what? You guys have always got my support for real. Blessings to every time.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. And you always have our support, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Have a good rest of the day.
All right.
See you. And as I said, pick up the fans again.
Yes.
Yeah.